Hey folks, and welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we continue to bring you coverage of the 2022 Ledgestone Open. We're in the third round, and while it's moving day, we are still at Northwood Black here for our chase card for MPO. We thank you all for tuning in, with a special thank you to our Patreon supporters who help make all this coverage possible. Here in your virtual commentary booth will be myself, Dustin Mouret, bringing you the coverage with Nathan Queen. How's it going, sir?
Doing well. We saw lots of scores out here yesterday. These players have had a little bit of a chance to try to recoup and come back out to shoot some hot scores today. We've got Matteo, Randon Latta, Kyle Moriarty, and Kyle Klein.
And you can see the leaderboard is pretty tight, only just a few strokes separating really everyone within the top 8, with a three-way tie for first coming into this. So lots going on as we get to Matteo first, putting with the judge. We'll also see some harp and maiden approach shots. Might see the trust and compass out today for some mid-ranges. And then definitely we'll see that flow, I think, out in the woods today. He really trusts that a lot for distance in the woods.
Getting into Randon's bag. I don't know his bag super well, but looks like he's putting with those KC Pro AVRs. Most likely going to lean on those MD4s for some straighter shots in the woods, maybe even those Solstices. And Thunderbirds, Dracos for some fairway drivers.
Now we get the Kyle Moriarty, sponsored by Thoughts Faith Athletics, with putts with the AVR X. We'll be throwing the Praxis and the Temple, the Pathfinder, the Votum, and then he has the Omen and Synapse for some faster stuff. And there's some other discs from other companies mixed in there.
And the Kyle Klein's bag, putts with those P1s switching earlier this year. Lots of MD3s, and really leans on those DD3s a lot for his distance drivers, but you'll see the FD3s for his fairways. Straight into hole 1, 455-foot par 3. There's OB on the left side, tight gap to hit, probably a 30-foot gap or 30-foot drop or so down the hill.
Riola, Alabama, Matt Orum.
Now we got Matty O taking the box first. Number 8 in the UDIS World Rankings currently, was our runner-up at the Open in Tallahassee and Masters Cup. Also placed 5th at their first major of the year at Champions Cup, and has several other top 10 finishes on tour this year, including Jonesboro and Idlewild. Then we had to miss a couple events due to illness as well as some car troubles, but that's all sorted out now, and he's going to be fully on tour for the rest of the year. I'm glad to have him.
Brutal looking kick right there, and does end up in the OB.
Randon Latta.
Now we got Randon Latta. Actually just recently placed 15th at D-Glow, so already a little bit of action on tour this year. Been playing pro full-time since 2017 and has 10 career MPO wins out of Venice, Florida. And he's also looking real dapper with that flat cap.
The nose angle on this shot comes out just a little bit early, but it's down there nicely. Going to be inside circle 2 for a birdie look.
Worcester, Massachusetts, Kyle Moriarty.
Now we get the Kyle Moriarty. Been playing pro full-time since 2014 and already has 35 career MPO wins. Coming out of Massachusetts.
So looking to have some style off the tee, has some bright colors and that tie-dye disc. Gets it off to the right side, playing safe for a par off of hole 1.
And from Wyoming, Michigan, Kyle Klein.
Now we get the Kyle Klein, coming in at number 9 in the UDIS World Rankings. He's had some podium finishes this year at the Preserve and at Idlewild, so out in the Open and in the woods. He's also 6th at D-Glow recently. Has several other top 25 finishes on tour this year. Always a very strong competitor.
Also coming out a bit early on that left side, but luckily traveling through and gets way down the fairway. Gonna actually have a circle 2 look for a birdie.
And being OB off the tee, Matty O will be first to act, just trying to pitch a putter up there towards the pin. But it will be a bogey for him.
Kyle not wanting to get too aggressive early on. Pretty smart. As we were talking about yesterday, the bogeys can come pretty quickly out here, so if you have an opportunity to take the par, most likely the best thing to do. And then try to give that first one a bid, start off hot. We'll see if Kyle can get it done here.
Giving it a little stepper, but just a touch low. We'll have to settle for par. This is Matty O for bogey. Nice putt, though.
A good tester putt to start the round. Although it is for bogey, only better than a double.
Everyone else just cleaning out their pars here on hole 1. And again, it's just kind of your start on a long trek where you just have to have the mental fortitude in these woods. One of the toughest courses on tour as we get into hole 2.
Hole 2 goes up about 15 feet or so right here. About 300 feet off of the tee to get in this position where you're looking straight down the fairway at the pin. Once you're at that point, there's about 280 feet left, but it does play shorter. It slopes back downhill maybe 8 feet or so. I can play. A forehand play works well also. Get you a little farther down the fairway. This backhand play, like we saw yesterday, is to drift off to the left side like Randon's done here. Still able to work with that, though.
Yeah, maybe some type of step out forehand or something like that could still, you know, approach the green. So Kyle will take the tee here. They're on that same mid from hole 1 down the center.
That looks to be a great shot. He's going to be around that corner, looking down the fairway.
Klein trying to kind of follow that vapor trail, but gets a little bit more drift to the left, but still kind of stays centered.
A little bit shorter than you'd like, but still going to be an opportunity to get up and down.
Matty-O also electing to go mid off the tee here.
There we go.
Looking like it's going to be a great shot as well. He's up there close to where Kyle got to. Moriarty, that is.
Yeah, and I know that Matt, this is the type of golf he loves to play out in the woods coming from the Alabama area. So definitely a place where he can put on a good game as Kyle gets on down there a ways.
Pulled that over too far right, but did keep traveling into circle 2. See if he can go 1 for 2.
Randon wound up not being too deep in there on that left-hand side, actually. So had a decent look, but will come up a little short.
A little too low out of the hand. Probably had enough speed to get there if he had thrown it higher.
Putter approach here from Matty-O.
This looks great.
Oh, yeah. That's a way to bounce back.
Yeah, even through 2, not a bad start. In the ideal position, just able to throw a standstill. This fires just a little bit. That sneaks on through. He's going to have a circle 1 look coming back at the basket from about 23, 24 feet.
See if Randon can give this a slight bid. Nice shot there. We'll settle for par, but gave it a chance. Just outside circle here for Klein. But count it. What a putt there from Kyle. So he's getting off to a great start here as well.
If both Kyles can get off to a 1 down for 2 start, but just a bit left side there. Not quite able to connect. Only gonna see 1 birdie on the card. Excuse me. And he is right there for a birdie. We'll have 2 birdies on the card. This hole averaging just over par today, 4.05. Only 26% of the field able to take a birdie. Brings us into hole 3, 604 foot par 4. About 300 feet before you drop down 10 feet and want to move off to the right just a little bit. Landing zone right a little bit further back than where the drone was at. Leave you just inside 300 feet or right around 300 feet. Get to that blind pin. Fun par 4 here. I enjoy this one.
Kyle getting a little bit caught up there on that right-hand side of the fairway, trying to play the forehand. Matteo, same play, but looking for a better line.
Actually pulls that one out a bit too wide. Doesn't quite make the corner. Still going to be up that hill. Have a good bit of distance left. Can get in front of this tree here. Looks like a great shot from Randon. He's going to have a nice look to approach the pin.
Low and fading early here from Kyle, but actually gets some great ground action. What the heck?
Thing had some speed on it. It was moving and gets way up around the corner. Take a look at Kyle's forehand here. Uses his body well and plants that front foot to use his momentum to swing through.
Matteo trying to see if he can still get out there and make a little bit of something happen, and that was a great shot to make sure he can save par. Was out of position to really do much more than that. Same situation here for Kyle, really. That was some pinball.
Fortunate to get back out towards the fairway. He put a lot of power on that shot for a little pitch out shot.
Yeah, it's going to make getting up and down for par a lot more difficult.
Randon has this more open left side here, but leaks it just a little bit left too early. Could be an easy par from there. Maybe an off chance for a birdie look.
Kyle getting caught up here on the top side of the hill. Going to leave him a very difficult putt to save par.
Smash of a drive. Moriarty here. Catches that last tree. Going to leave him a tester circle 2 look with another tree possibly in the way.
Kind of a short chip here for Matteo to get to the green to get his par, and that trickles down for him nicely. Stress-free par.
Always some great style for Matteo. It's always fun to watch him. He's got some interesting mannerisms.
His breakdown of hole 12 on this course is pretty legendary if you haven't seen it. Just encapsulates his personality into a short video. See if Kyle can get this par putt. Tricky downhill straddle. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Great scramble from Kyle. And came out a little bit early off of the tee. Had to get pretty aggressive. Still able to get the par. Moriarty for a birdie. Again, that's 2 holes in a row. Not quite connecting on that birdie chance. That's something you need to do out here.
Absolutely. He's had a couple of putts in or near circle 1, but hasn't been able to connect yet. Randon, though, will keep the par streak going. Keeps him at even.
Lots of pars here for the card on hole 4. See you here after a short break. Here we are at hole 4, 637-foot par 4. I'm going to go towards this big tree right here. Is about 333 feet off of the tee pad. Ideally, you'd like to stay to the right of it. Travel another 50 feet or so, so you'll have a straight look at this pin throwing over this casual creek. There's a little bit of room to the left side of that tree in the middle.
Oh, this forehand working its way up the fairway nicely here.
Yeah, lands on the right side, but shouldn't really bring too much issue there. He's definitely close enough to throw a standstill.
Matty liking to go straight backhand. This thing is on a line. Gets a little bit of ground action. He didn't want over towards that left-hand side, though.
Still be in position to get something up and around that corner. This, however, is very early on the left side. Gonna have to do some work to get a par from there.
Looks like he didn't quite get over on that forehand as much as he wanted to, fading out a little bit earlier than he had hoped, but still has something to work with.
Imagine this is Randon. Getting out there nicely does make it past that tree that I was pinpointing off of the tee. Gonna have an opportunity here. Needs this shot to up and down. Oh, and kicks it a little bit off to the right side. Not gonna make it across the creek. Still gonna have a difficult up and down from there.
Kyle having to deal with this brush a little bit on the backswing, but sorts it out. And gets it up there near the bullseye. What a shot from Kyle. Speaking of Kyle, got another one here. Looking for the green.
Messing with those field goal trees. Gonna bounce off of it and stay up top. Leave him a pretty scary putt. It looks pretty flat behind it. Should be alright, but again, gonna have his fourth right outside of circle one putt here on hole 4.
Oh, unfortunate bounce there for Matty O back into the ravine. Looked like it was on a good track, but bounces down.
Man, this looks ugly. He is able to get out. A little bit too far. Have a tester coming back for his bogey. Fine. The birdie gonna go 2 down through 4 holes. Great start out here, Northwood Black.
Yeah, interesting. I'll actually note something here a little in a second for Kaz. We get to Matty O first, who is able to score the birdie putt from down the hill. What a play. But yeah, I was seeing Kyle's actually putting with another putter. He's been switching it up a lot this year. I know he was on P1, and then I think he was putting Logics for a bit, but I just saw a Rainmaker in his hand, so maybe trying to experiment with this putting game a little bit, just a note.
What a putt from Randon there to save a single bogey. Scrambling all the way down the hole, even to the putt, having to go to a knee. Great putts on this hole so far. Not much left here for Kyle, though. He's just going to be tapping in birdie for our third birdie on the card. Again, we are to the first hole that plays under par on the course. Also the easiest hole, 451 feet. We're at 260 feet to that corner right there. Another 175 feet up and around this hill. Blind but very short. Do a precise putter shot. Do it again.
Yeah, all about distance control on this hole to get to that corner but not push it too forward, making your approach a lot more tricky. And as you said, definitely one of the easier holes on the course, so really one you want to bag.
Two great shots so far.
Yeah, pretty much perfect placement there from Matty O, and as you said, Kyle certainly got to where he needed to be. See if Moriarty can match.
Yep, just now.
There you go.
3 for 3.
48% of the field taking the birdie on this course. On this hole. I feel like that's probably a quarter of the birdies that were taken on the day.
I mean, everyone's in great position to approach the screen to grab that birdie. Kyle hits a couple little branches there, but no worries. Gets right up there near the bullseye.
Catching a little bit of trouble there up on the left side. Be kicking himself for that one.
Just a soft turnover here from Matteo, and finds the koozie with that one. A little more height, I think might have had a chance for eagle.
Apparently so. Let's see if Randon's going to try to skip one in here. He'll just skip it right up to it. Should have 3 fairly easy tap-ins and 1 longer. It's outside of circle 1 look here.
But he sticks it. What a putt from Kyle to go back-to-back. Even after the upshot going a little bit astray, he still capitalizes.
Yeah, he absolutely knows this is the hole you have to get. He's had a couple of, excuse me, he's had a couple of birdie putts already not go in, so definitely looking to get that one.
We're going to get a rare star frame here, it looks like.
Yeah, this is the hole to get it on. And our card, done it. Hole 6, first par 5 on the course, 947 feet. I guess it's kind of shaped like a candy cane, I would say. 360 to 380 feet off of the tee shot. Then your second shot, you're going to want to get to that corner right there. If you can land in the middle of that corner, you're going to have a fairly easy time with your approach shot. If you haven't made that corner at all, definitely not a good angle to get around up to the pin.
Just a very long, narrow corridor like many fairways here at Northwood Black, but Kyle Klein keeps it centered.
Yeah, that's a great shot right there. It's going to have probably 300, 315 feet to the back of that dog leg.
Oh, nasty kick for Matteo there. It's going to make things very tricky.
Good line to start from Moriarty there, but a little bit too much nose up. He's going to fade out into that wood line on the left. Barely out of position. Staying just on the edge right there. He may, I think he's going to be okay, but he also may have some of these bigger trees on the right side in his way later down the fairway.
Matteo having to go to forehand roller. Just never a situation you want to be in, and does make progress though, but gets hung up now on the left-hand side of the fairway. Have to do some more scrambling here to save par.
He's going to have to try to flex around those bigger trees on the right side a little bit. So very nicely, and he is in that position. Kind of halfway through that candy cane turn to the left. Going to have an opportunity to get up and down for a birdie.
Obligatory good stop there from Kyle Klein. There's never a bad stop in disc golf. As he had a great drive off the tee. Let's see if he can capitalize. He does make the bend. Oh, he more than makes the bend.
Yeah, that roll down to the right was pretty good. If you're up high, it really pinches you off a little more. He's going to be in a great spot now. Kyle Moriarty having to go overhand.
To another one.
Yeah, 2 throws in a row. Going to be trying to get the other side of that corner now. I think that's rolled down to the bottom of that hill. Difficult to say what he'll have from there.
And this is what Matteo calls a backyard roller angle with that disc. but stable enough to just kind of pan out and get himself in the center.
Oh, hit something.
I want to turn that one over a little bit more. It gets a lot of carry on him there and ends up going long of the pin down to the right. Not really in jeopardy of OB. I'm not sure what's over there either.
Maybe Narnia, as we do see a great upshot there next to the pin. And Matty, oh man, was he scaring that basket for a moment.
A great touch there to get up and down. Kyle, after kind of struggling on the fairway, I believe this is his 5th.
Yeah, just trying to throw a little forehand upshot there. Leaves it a little deep, but at least an open look. Here's Kyle, who's definitely in a place you don't see used too often.
Oh, I thought he was going to make that for a second. Catches that last tree.
Thing was goaltending, man. Unacceptable.
There's no defense in disc golf.
Imagine if there was. That'd be quite wild, as we do see Kyle actually able to nail the par, which, considering he had a couple of overhands he had to throw and scrambling he had to do, that's a good result.
Yeah, definitely so. Nice scramble. Video also able to card the par. And Kyle is also putting his par in right here. This hole did average over par. Like we were saying yesterday, the par 5s out here are not your normal easy opportunity for birdie. This one averaging 5.09. 28% of the field was able to get the birdie, Randon being one of them there.
They say, like, you're the greatest of all time, but in my mind, that is not true. There are 2 other women that I'm tied with. Until I get that 6th world title, that is still up for debate. So this is so important to me to cement my name in disc golf history as the most winning woman to ever play the game.
On to hole 7. I missed it yesterday. Dan Schlitter had a nice ace on this hole. Believe it was the only one yesterday at Northwood, but 325 foot par3 hyzer flip shots. Feels like it's one you have to get because you can see the basket.
Thank you.
He's gonna get it. Let's go ahead and take a look at his backhand form here. Very upright. And uses that power pocket well, even to hit this tight line.
Klein also looking for that hyzer flip up. And that'll do. A little deep, but still near circle's edge.
Make it. Let's do for one.
Looked to carry a pretty good distance down the fairway. We'll see where he ended up at. Maybe a circle 2 look. Moriarty likes this disc a lot.
Yeah, I believe this is a glow Pathfinder.
Oh man,
Almost hit the cameraman.
you can see why he likes it. Seems to be online.
This is a very long putt here for Matty O. Occasionally he hits these, though. I just didn't quite have enough on that one.
Having to go to more of a little throw there to get around that tree. Had a good line on it. That's a tough line to hit. It's not quite the height. Kyle to get to 4 down through 7. And to get kind of on a fiery pace here. Looking to make a push to make it lead card for the final day at this point if he can keep this going.
Yeah, he's certainly on a great pace, being 4 down through 7 on this course. As Randon just pulls it right. Just a little miscue.
Unfortunate. That was going to be for his turkey.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was for birdie, though, and not to try to save a par, so no blood there.
So Matteo has continued to keep the card clean after the opening hole. Scored a couple of birdies along the way, but sells for a couple of pars here with just 2 holes left to go here on this front 9. So we get to hole 8.
Much more difficult par 3, 389 feet. You've got OB to carry off of the tee for about 170 feet before it continues the entire way down the right side of the fairway. If you get too far left in the air, very easy to kick OB right. Some hills that you can hit and roll OB right as well.
Oh, this looks money though from Kyle Klein. What a shot. Just perfect straight line all the way.
As you said, money, it was over OB for that last like 15 feet before it did skip back in bounds, and he is parked.
Oh no. Just a misfire there from Randon, really high, gets kicked down into the OB.
We head into that optional drop zone. Adio with a good second kick there of just narrowly avoiding that drop zone. Gonna be able to have a chance to get up and down for par.
This is just yanked over from Moriarty, and that will too find the OB. See if Matt can scramble, try to save par here. Oh yeah, perfect. He's so good at those little just touch, like slightly nose up putter shots.
Yeah, beautiful touch going down that hill. That was probably about a 200-foot shot. And trying to give that a bid. It is kind of runnable with that wall behind it.
And Moriarty not really wanting to mess with that at all, though. Just lays up, settles for the bogey.
35% of the field did take bogey or above on this one, so that OB looming large. And now another bogey gonna put him back to even on the round. Kyle, however, into 5 down now through 8. On fire. Moved himself up into a tie for 3rd.
Yeah, he's definitely on a tear right now. So we'll have a couple of bogeys, and then Matteo will just drop in the par, and then we will head into our final hole here of this front 9, and the final front 9 at Northwood Black.
Yet again, a very difficult par 4 here. 732 feet. Iser turnover back, right-handed backhand shot's going to be the best play. If you can get about 400 feet off of the tee, that will leave you pretty clean. Excuse me, a pretty clean approach to the pin from there. Still about 370 left though. Moving right a little too early, but sneaks through that corner, and now he's going to be in a great spot.
Matteo electing to go with the forehand play here, full distance driver in hand. Trying to flex it through this gap, but catches a tree quite early.
Looks like it has a nice move on it from Randon. He has gotten way around the corner. Ends up drifting a little bit too far off to the left side. See if he's going to be able to scramble up and down from there or not, but a lot of little trees.
That's a pump from Moriarty into a perfect position with that forehand. He's definitely shown that he's got a really solid sidearms throughout the course of this front 9.
Yeah, he gets lots of power and speed on that. Difficult to get all the way around that corner. Matteo with a good recovery shot, also getting up and around that corner. Gonna have a long look to save the par.
Kyle looking to score himself another birdie here with this shot. And that looks beautiful right up there, well in circle one. Kyle, again, is just,
wow.
He's on one right now, man. He's about to be 6 down through 9 at Northwood Black.
Moriarty gonna have an opportunity to get up and down for the birdie too. This is the 3rd hardest hole on the course today. Puts it inside the circle as well.
There's Matteo trying to see if he can give himself one last scramble to save par here. Knew that disc so well, man. Just that nice slow turn, but the fight back to the bullseye.
Great 2-shot scramble there to get himself in a good position. A tap in an easy par. Oh no. And this is going to be drive to possibly bogey now. Looks like he may have something in there. Still going to be in circle 2. You're not quite being in an ideal position, but being in a good spot off of the tee. Needs this to save a par.
And you can see he's right there on the edge of circle 2. And drops it in. What a putt from Randon.
My goodness. Let's watch that again. Absolutely dead center on it. Hyzers it in from 65 feet. I saved to stay it even through the front 9. Stop the bleeding.
Kyle for a chance at birdie. And is able to put that one in. So he'll end his front 9 at 2 under par. Certainly not a bad way to be at all.
Maintaining that chase card status so far. Klein solo 3rd after a 6 under front 9. Only 9 players able to get the birdie on this hole. We just got to watch 2 of them and a great scramble. Matteo and Randon.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap things up here for the front 9 on moving day for our chase card. Kyle Klein ending with the turkey to go 6 down through 9 with a clean card. Just a beautiful performance in the front 9. Matteo also, keeping himself towards the top end of the leaderboard, tied for 4th. Take a look at the leading situation right now. Ricky Wysocki, Gannon Burr, our top 2 positions at this point in time, but still lots of golf to be played on a very treacherous course. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. I give a special thank you to our Patreon supporters again who make all this coverage possible. My name is Dustin Mouret, and with me has been Nathan Klein, and we hope that you'll follow up and catch us on the back 9.